Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dr. Stacy Heimberger, and this is Weight Loss Made Simple. This is episode 141. I want to talk to you about something that has nothing to do with perfect routines or macros or calories or any of those things. I want to talk about participating. And last week's episode just spurred something for me. And so I wanted to expand on it this week. And it's this idea of what women are quietly doing to themselves this time of year. And it's this waiting to participate in your life. This waiting till we feel more confident, or waiting till we lose weight, or waiting till we look different, or waiting until we're comfortable. Meanwhile, life is happening and kind of passing us by, right? It's happening with or without us. I think summer really brings this up for us a lot because we just have less clothes, honestly, right? There's the pool, the beach, the shorts, the vacations, lots of photos, maybe family gatherings, just more visible moments. It's really hard to hide, right? We don't have those chunky sweaters and leggings, right? We're exposed. And we can shrink back intentionally because of this exposure. And it's not necessarily physical, but emotionally, right? By saying, like, no, I don't really want to go this time. I'll sit this one out. You guys go ahead. Maybe next year, all of that, right? So I want you to think about the last time you said that, what was going on for you. I think a lot of us don't fully realize how much we do that. And body image and our being uncomfortable with our body is the culprit. And we might say it's a lot of other things, but I really think it's this thing. And God bless, I think like the generation younger than us is not going to have to deal with this. I think our parents had it even worse than we did, but we are programmed to like this ideal body image garbage that we have grown up with, right? And this episode is not me telling you magically like love your body overnight, like just like that's not reality, right? It's not realistic for most people. It's not realistic for me, and I like real, so that's not my style. But I'm also not saying your feelings are wrong either. Body image struggles are real. I think our generation has a lot of it. I think we have a lot of programming, a lot of reference material telling us our body needs to be perfect, whatever perfect is. And then there's a lot of shame around your body not being perfect. And so that discomfort is real. And I feel like, especially with GLP-1s, people are losing weight. Maybe their body size is smaller, but it doesn't look the way they thought it was going to look. And there's like skin and things like we're not 16 with like beautiful skin, right? And so I think this is very real. The discomfort is real. Like, but shame behaviorally creates avoidance. And it's because our brain doesn't like discomfort. Like how many times it comes up all the time, right? We don't like feeling uncomfortably. And so, or uncomfortable. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to be in discomfort. And so if we are uncomfortable in our bodies, in like our brain's effort to protect us, we avoid. So it protects us from that vulnerability of being more seen, from being visible, from feeling exposed and feeling judged. So our brain says, just stay home, cover up, don't get in the picture, don't go to the event, wait. Wait until you look different. And temporarily, that avoidance doesn't like it kind of takes the heat off, right? We aren't as uncomfortable, but long term, it reinforces that we're not allowed to participate in our lives to the full extent until our body is different. And that is not okay. So we're not going to do that anymore. So I'm going to Jedi mind trick you. No, I'm going to give you some ideas how you can Jedi mind trick yourself into being more visible and a little exposure therapy of being a little uncomfortable because we can't hide forever. We need to participate in our life. It's ours. We only have one. Okay. So the thoughts might sound like, I'll get new clothes once I lose weight, or I'll go on that trip next year, or I'll go to the gym when I'm less embarrassed. And underneath all of that is this idea that we have to earn the right to participate in life. And we earn that through shrinking or being perfect or being disciplined or whatever, blah, 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 becoming more acceptable to whoever. But life keeps going while we're waiting. And honestly, I have a lot to say about like what acceptable is and who made those rules and who are they and all of that, but that's fine. We can do a whole different episode on that. I just want you to understand that in this avoidance and in reinforcing that that is what we should be doing, life is moving on without us. Kids are growing up, trips are happening, memories are like happening, and we're not in them. We're not fully participating in them, or we're not fully present in them because we're in our head about what are people saying. So we can spend a lot of time here. And if you are someone who's like taken a lot of time to lose weight, this might be years that this has been happening. And so what I want you to think instead is that you don't have to earn the right to participate in your life. You don't have to earn that right through shrinking or perfection or discipline or becoming acceptable. You are acceptable and it is your life. And so the only one who decides whether or not you're acceptable for your life is you. Okay. But we don't have to earn participation in our own life. And if you've been doing the wait until, that's what you've been telling yourself, is that you have to earn the right to participate. And no, that's just no, that's not true. If your friend told you that, you would tell her she's not true, that's not true. She's crazy, right? No, we deserve it all right now. We get to participate fully. We get to be connected. We get to laugh. We get to go on the trip. We get to do all those things right now, not after our body changes. Because that thought of needing to be acceptable is not going to automatically change when your body changes. Especially if you're one of my ladies out there who's lost weight and still doesn't like her body, I'm talking to you, right? You thought this like magic place was going to happen where all of a sudden like we feel great in our body, but that's a mental game. That's mental work we have to do. The scale doesn't do that, right? Our body changing does not earn us participation in our life. We get to be in our life. It's ours. Okay. So it doesn't mean giving up on your goals. I'm also not saying like we can't love ourselves and participate fully and still like want to do like lose a couple more pounds, tone up a little bit, whatever. We can still want our body to look and feel a little bit different, but our mind has to do the work now. Okay. Because life is going to happen and keep going while we're working on those things. So we can't think like, I'll rejoin life once, whatever happens. Okay. You're perfect right now for your life. It's yours. Okay. So I want you to think about this. And I'm sorry if this episode feels a little heavy. I think this concept was one of the things when I first came to coaching and realized what my self-talk had been doing to me and how it had been interfering in my participation in my own life. Like it was upsetting to me to realize I had been doing that to myself. So I'm sorry if you're having that moment, but you don't have to. Like we just recognize it for what it is, have compassion. Like, yes, I realize I shouldn't have been thinking that. Like, but I didn't know a different way. But now you know a different way. And so we're going to not beat ourselves up for waiting before, but we are going to like make a change today and we're not going to keep doing it. Okay. So I want you to ask, what have I been postponing until I lose weight? What have I been waiting to start? What is what is it? And just notice the answer. Maybe it's photos or swimming or dating or travel or certain clothes or certain parties, whatever it is for you. And then ask, like, what's one small way I could participate anyway? Okay. Not perfectly, not like with full confidence or whatever, not like a huge breakthrough, but how can I just be maybe a little bit present? So maybe we get in the picture, but we're in the back. Maybe we don't go swimming, but maybe we like put our feet in the pool, or we at least go to the event, or we wear the shorts. Okay. Maybe we get all the way in the pool, like amazing, right? Maybe we take the walk if we were scared to go to the gym. Maybe we just recognize that we don't have to wait to deserve the experience. We can just do the experience. Okay. So I know today was a little bit deep. This is the kind of stuff we do in the membership. I'm going to tell you every week, join the membership. Like powerful transformations are happening in there, and I want them to happen for you. So if you want that deeper work, and you still get access to me via WhatsApp. I'm going to cap that out. We're not quite there. So you would have text message access to me. Could you want anything more? No. So www.sugarfreemd.com/LSM. I just want to leave you with this today. You don't have to become a different person before you're allowed to live your life. And this summer is not about being perfect, but it is about showing up. I want you to just stop disappearing. And whatever we said to ourselves before, that's done. It's a brand new day. But your life is happening now and you deserve to be a part of it. So stop waiting. All right. Love you all. I'll talk to you next week. Share this with a friend if you thought it was helpful. All right. Bye, guys.